showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, the legendary home of the Fighting Irish. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Army Black Knights, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Black Knights will kick this away to get us going. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So Notre Dame's offense comes on the field first today. Are we going to see a repeat? Remember, last time these teams played, it got ugly.
Chris, that's one of those games you just hate to see in a rivalry game when it gets so one-sided. Hoping today to see this defense play much better.
Here comes the bunch formation. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense, is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
He'll look to throw it here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield. And the punt team now on to kick it away.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. The Cadets offense out there for their first possession. And here comes the veteran running back. He has poured a lot of himself into this program throughout his career, and now the first game of his final season.
Yeah, what a great career he's had. Still another year in front of him. We'll get started today. A lot of wear and tear, but this guy seems to be in the best shape of his career. Can't wait to see what he can do.
The shotgun handoff here. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat. And one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here near the goal line. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Trying to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Army. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start, to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Returner choosing to field this one. And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. The receiver grabs it. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Boy, it's third and forever. The defense sits back in what I would almost call like a prevent defense, trying to avoid the big play, and it nearly cost him. This running back picks up a lot of yards. Almost thought he might pick up the first down, but we still do have a fourth down, but at least it's more manageable.
The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And now the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
He's got it with room to run. Tackle finally made at the 37. It'll be 1st and 10 from there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're third down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. A quick throw to the right. Deep ball caught inside the 10. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And Kirk, it's Army in the lead here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with third down coming up.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
14, Notre Dame, 0.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes a quick catch. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. The shotgun running play call. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Now it's second down here.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
I mean, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
The pocket breaking down. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark. See if they can get a little bit of momentum going there.
Oh, they've got him! A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off and try to...
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. We'll see if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a man deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He keeps it on a design run. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. And the Black Knights with 1st and 10 here. A pre-snap motion from the offense. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket, but can now make a play, and they sack him.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Third down, out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete. It brings up fourth down.
Well, that's an incompletion. That'll bring up fourth down and makes you wonder if the offensive coordinator is reevaluating. Maybe a run there might have been the safer call.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. Looking to chuck it again. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And the Black Knights looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. On the ground, it's Lynch. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7. The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Pressure is coming. And he'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage.
Now the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive. Looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You're talking about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And looking to throw now on first down. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. And this offense trying to build in a very impressive first-half performance, trying to stretch the lead right away here in the third. Play action here on first down. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Black Knights. No chance to catch him there. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
Automatic in the PAT.
Notre Dame, 0.
Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They pressure him and sack him, but they tackle inside the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. It's Siegel. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. On the kick now for the 5th time today. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can they keep it going here? Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 48 after that incompletion. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, there you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Black Knights will come to the line on 4th down, looking to convert.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Black Knights come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. The intensity, Kirk, already evident this kind of rivalry game. Look, you played one of the biggest rivalries there is in Ohio State, Michigan. What was different about that?
Yeah, I think the emotions are flying around early. I think the team that's able to get down and just kind of settle in and play football is a team that jumps out to an early advantage. I always talk to Nick Saban about it. He's been in so many big rivalries as a coach. And he says, yeah, what am I supposed to do? Get them more fired up when we play against an Auburn versus playing against a Mississippi State? No, we're going to be the same team every single time we go out. Kind of control those emotions is the team that's going to end up winning.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying for a 4th down completion. Running out of time in the pocket. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
He's got the first and still going. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. And the big play wiped away. That's a costly flag on the offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Wants to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he finds his tight end for the catch. And we're able to get him down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field.
Oh, the pass rush gets home. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. And they'll kick it away here. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. To the air, it's Burks. Moves out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the back. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Sometimes you find that open receiver who's short of the sticks, and you hope the run after the catch will be able to give you the first down. The defense does a good job of keeping him short of the sticks. Let's see what they do here.
And Kirk's Army in the lead here. It's been pretty one-sided so far at the end of 3. Let's check out the stats. Offense rolling the dice on this 4th down call. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Because there are a lot of coaches out there that'll just say, hey, listen, it's the opponent's job to stop us, and they could be right. But with the game like it is right now with such a comfortable lead, not sure if this was entirely needed.
Dropping back, it's Banks. Caught quickly. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Oh, what a grab! They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds for the first down marker.
Boy, really good job up front here by the offensive line, giving the quarterback plenty of time for that route to clear underneath before he made the throw.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Hold.
So the offense obviously will decline the penalty and take the result of the play. This offense has already failed on 5 fourth down attempts. They're going to go for number 6 right here. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Excellent field position here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Tough running to avoid a loss that just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's third down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run, loses 2 yards.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Oh, no, trap him back there. A fourth down stop and a sack, no less.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open, and result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
Ball handed off. Tackle made after just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but it's a big play to the 31. Another big play for this offense, Kirk. They are not throttling back here, even with a comfortable lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, this defensive coverage seems one step behind the entire game. Even when they call the right coverage, the offense has made the plays that they need to be.
Has a path to the end zone. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Army.
That's what great teams do. Things are getting a little bit too close, so they go right down the field with just a few plays to put this game right back to having a comfortable lead.
Army, 35. Notre Dame, 7.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. To throw, it's Banks. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Quick throw, testing the middle. He makes the grab. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. 1st down here for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab by the receiver. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. 2nd down after that previous play. Back to throw again. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, and it's almost picked off. A chance for their first interception today. Going to set up 3rd down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in a game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Gets the 1st and still running. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Black Knights. Too much speed on that play.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Scanning the field. It's Banks. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The defense scoops it up.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
How often do you see this to start a drive? 1st and goal from the 1. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Boy, they just continue to do everything right. This offense has looked outstanding from the opening series all the way up to this point, doing everything that's asked of them, great execution, and put another touchdown up on the board.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He'll return it from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught for the completion. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Now here he goes. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Dropping back, it's Banks. Launching one to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start.
And the only offense will take over. First and 10.
Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage.
False start on offense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. Looking for a receiver. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. One more big play to wrap up an impressive performance by this offense today. What a win. This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.